Okay, time for a third World Championship bout of tonight, and then I'll probably have to be done because my voice is starting to go from commentating so many bouts in a row. But here we go. On the left is going to be Pauline Ranvier of France, and on the right is going to be Ueno of Japan. So let's do this. 3, 2, 1, play. So first of all, I'm going to call Pauline by her first name so I don't have to embarrassingly mispronounce her French last name, Ranvier, or Ranvier, because I'm American. So, fun fact, as of the end of this season, so right after World Championships, Pauline was ranked 14 in the world, and Ueno was ranked 13 in the world. I may have gotten that backwards, but I think that's right. And another fun fact, Ueno is 17 years old. She's still, I think, a cadet, so that's like insanely impressive that she can also get top 16 in the world rankings as a senior. So, I actually haven't seen any of Ueno's bouts before, I don't think. Because I don't watch too much junior or cadet stuff. I have seen a little bit of Pauline's fencing. She's just a very solid all-rounder. But I'm interested to see what Ueno has in store for us today. Let's see if this 17-year-old can hold her own against one of the, I'd say, solidly like top 16 in the world, if not top 8 French women. So Ueno comes out with a march. Pauline threatens into it and then goes for a real counterattack off target. Ueno seems pretty unfazed by that false action to start. 2 attacks off the line. It's left off target. Okay. So just getting a feel for how this is going to go. Ueno does like this march, but a little bit vulnerable in it as Pauline's able to sneak in a counterattack as Ueno searches. Finds the blade in close. Oh, man. Pauline tries a pre-Burmese there. Against a same-handed opponent, that's a little ambitious to try and hit the flank like that. Their arm tends to get in the way quite a lot. Ueno accelerates, but unable to find a target again. Pauline again, strong lunge right into that, like the start of Ueno's march there. So, looks like she's relying on that so far, and it seems to be fairly effective. Ueno's, I don't know if this is just her, like, relative youth and inexperience, but the start of her march seems pretty vulnerable to a lunge like that, and it feels like she's not, I don't know if that's, how do I describe this? It kind of feels like she's just not really comfortable with the distance that Pauline's giving her. And there, finally accelerates and finishes pretty well, as Pauline tries a, sort of half-hearted looking, to be honest, twisty counterattack. So Ueno's acceleration proves to be very good. Her slow marches before were a little bit deceptive in that respect. I think Pauline might adjust her distance a little longer to compensate for that now that she knows. Although I think these two have actually fenced before. I feel back in January or something. I did check their FIE pages right before loading up this video. So, parry post by Ueno right off the line. Did she whack Pauline in the wrist? That's no good. Okay. Again, takes the blade in close. Interesting. Seems neither fencer wants to immediately go for like an infighting touch when that distance collapses, which is interesting. Okay, again, long acceleration by Ueno, able to catch Pauline. Pauline wasn't really running away as fast as she could, so I think she was caught a bit unawares there. Again, distancing close. Ueno collapses it. Pauline tries an attack behind the head. Unfortunately goes off target again. Again, actions like that against the same hander are pretty tough to land in the best of times because their arm tends to get in the way. So, Pauline accelerates a bit into like a beat attack. Goes off target though. That time it was Yuka who tried to hold her ground there. And again, searching for the blade without really stepping back. She just took a half step back. So willing to let the distance collapse pretty far. I have a sneaking suspicion that Ueno, if she decides to just run for it, is going to have a slightly easier time getting away from Pauline's long finish than the other way around. That time, though, again, Ueno kind of stays in distance, and Pauline just pounds out another touch. 2 attacks off the line, no touch. Yep. Okay, Ueno marches again, nice and slow. Tangles up the blade. Oh, wow. So Pauline threatens a counterattack, kind of similar to her very first touch, or her very first action in this bout. Threatens a counterattack, gets Ueno to focus on looking for the blade, and as she does so, Pauline just slips in another counterattack that's real. That time though, Ueno again hits, long attack. Ueno found the blade there, but missed, yep. As Pauline collapses the distance on her. So it's interesting, like, doesn't seem like Ueno's that great at hitting in close when that happens. So it's kind of interesting that she's, so much of her defense has been like stopping and letting the distance collapse when Pauline lunges. That time she runs away though, as I say that. Pauline pulls a little farther, okay, keeping the distance wider than before. Ueno accelerates, but yeah, she can't catch her from that far away. Pauline attacks, Ueno tangles up the blade and starts. Finishes long, but Pauline collapses, yeah. Slips right under the blade. So, feels also like Ueno hasn't had the best luck judging what type of finish to use. Oh man, misses again. I feel bad for Ueno now. I hope this isn't just a one-sided slaughter. Ueno takes the blade, starts, backs off though, gets an off target on the way out. As Pauline again tries to crush the distance on her a little bit. Still a little bit half-hearted though. Long beat attack by Pauline, again. Goes off target though. Ooh. Call his attack left. And Ueno... Honestly, it's taken her a while to go for the weapon swap here. I would have done it after the previous miss. Even though I do feel like it's Ueno missing these and not really her weapon that's at fault. Just take the time. Oh, she's not switching weapons, she's just straightening. Okay. Huh. Well, it does give her a little bit of time to think, which is always nice. Down 8-3, certainly a good time to take a little pause and plan your next action carefully. Pauline marches a little bit. Ueno gives her plenty of space. Ooh. I feel like that off target was before anything was close enough to hit. Well, it may have been like the arm as they extend. Okay, Ueno keeps marching. Finds it that time. Very nice. That little tweak around in a like a deep 4 flancanade position. Finishes again with disengage this time as Pauline tries to stay put and search. Which is a little bit dangerous. As I saw Ueno try to do that before. Distance collapses. Again, it seems like they're hesitating a little bit as soon as that distance collapses before just immediately going for a touch. That's attack right. Yep. Okay. Pauline marches pretty slow again. This seems pretty standard for her. Oh, excuse me, Ueno. I'm getting the defensive names mixed up. That's Pauline's beat attack off target. There was a blade contact there. Oh, she's going to ask for a video review. Interesting. Let's see how this goes. They're taking a bit of time to look at this. I honestly can't even remember if there were 1 or 2. Oh, it's attack off target. Okay. So, her initial call was right. Oh! Ueno breaks inside distance, but her blade's nowhere close. She's still kind of searching. That lets Pauline slip through. Pauline keeps going forward. No? Okay. Interesting she didn't try for a long attack there. I think she was in distance to try it. Oh, she does now, but this time she misses. Maybe a bit ambitious there, going for what looked like a double disengage attack. Oh, again, Ueno tries to stay put and parry, but still, it's not... I don't think that's the smartest of ideas right now. Pauline's kind of figured out the distance on her attacks and is able to hit better. Parry post, though. Ooh, that could be a beat attack from the left. I can see why Pauline's calling for a video review on that. This could still go either way, I think. Nope, parry post. Okay, that's a fair call. I think it was worth asking for a video challenge there, though. It seems like it was a bit ambiguous. Alright, Pauline keeps marching. Gives it up, though, without too much preamble. Okay. Yeah, finds parry, tries to chase Ueno out of distance with a long advanced lunge, but Ueno gets away. Like I said before, I have a feeling that Ueno's better at getting away from Pauline's long lunge than the other way around. Although Pauline's solution to Ueno's long lunge has just been to counterattack and crush and make her miss, so it hasn't really been a huge deal. Okay, a little more back and forth here. I think they're going to let this one go. Yep. And first break. Excuse me. Commentating 3 bouts in a row. It's a little tiring. It is also a little bit late for me right now, but Pauline, bit of a lead. Ueno, I think her main issue has been just her tempo control of her attacks. Sometimes she's chosen to go long or chosen to go a little bit too fast when it was the wrong time to do so, and Pauline's just able to capitalize on that. I think that's the main reason she's been up. Other than that, I think they're pretty actually close on skill. The fact that when they the distance collapses on for both of them, and neither's really willing to immediately go for a remise or some infighting craziness, speaks to their mutual attitude towards each other. They're both fencing pretty carefully, not pulling out too many of the stops. That also speaks to them probably having a correct assessment of their relative skill as being fairly even, and of course their world rankings kind of reflect that as well. But there is something to be said for just sheer experience, and just looking at their ages, Pauline definitely has her beat there, so. Okay. Ueno keeps on marching like she has been. Gives it up. Pauline also just gives it up, so Ueno accelerates. Pauline almost out of space. That was close. Now she starts really slow. Ueno, point in line. Okay. Oh, very nice. Pauline gave her kind of similar to what Itkin did in the bout I just commentated. Pauline makes a show of not really wanting to start her attack, lets Ueno make the first step in, and then tries to crush. Oh, infighting now! Ueno goes for a very, very deep, you could almost call that a preem. Was that for covering? I think so. So, that time they do go for some infighting craziness, but both don't make a very effective use of it. Pauline marches. Ueno looking for the blade. Finds it. Gets it. Oh, misses the closer post. And again, looks like she kind of thwacked Pauline's hand there. Alright. Ueno takes over the march. Nice and slow, but parry post by Pauline. Ooh. Yeah, parry post call. I didn't hear a blade contact until right as Pauline was hitting. So, how's this one going to go? Oh. So, I don't know if he changed the call to attack from the left or if that was still called a riposte, but interesting. Ueno keeps attacking. Pauline takes it over and it immediately goes in. Ueno still with that attempt at a big preem. That time was just a little bit too deep. I feel like that line will work for her, but her distance has been a little off in both of those. Both the times that she used it. Meanwhile, Pauline's strategy seems to be to wait for Ueno's long finish and then just parry and make a longer post. That time though, distance collapses. Final riposte from the right is off target. Okay, again, lets Ueno finish and then parry post very long. Binds the blade in 4 and then tries to go for a riposte. Oh, okay. So apparently first riposte, no, she waited too long and then both hit off target. Interesting call. Ooh. That time she forewent the entire parry riposte part of her game plan and just let Ueno finish and then hit. Very, very good distance control by Pauline there. Ueno keeps pushing, but Pauline, again, yeah, gives her, Pauline's literally just making a single advance there after Ueno falls short and then making a retreat. That's making Ueno want to stay in distance, I think, or maybe start a new march. And Pauline's using that moment to try and set up her action. Tries another really big parry post. That goes to the right, I guess. I couldn't really follow that. Ooh, breaks aside of the distance again, but misses and then goes off target. Oof. But I feel like they're both kind of sacrificing their point control here for some reason. I don't really know why, or really what's causing the blade work to be so big. Pauline is staying on the blade a lot there. I think she's afraid of Ueno blasting him through her knees or something. There's a nice parry post. Same line as always, actually. It's just parry 4 and then hit the outside. But again, like... Ooh, broken time by Ueno. Very nice change. Eventually, yeah, remise. Pauline missed. That broken time is very nice, because Pauline is putting so much emphasis right now on staying, like taking the blade and keeping contact there. So if Ueno goes broken time and Pauline doesn't find the blade, she might like choke up for a second, not know what to do, and Ueno can slip a touch through. It's kind of what happened the last touch Ueno got, but after some remising. That is okay. Referee called that Ueno's attack off target, I think. I didn't see him do an attack no signal, but I'm not sure if it was or not. Ueno keeps marching, finishes short. Okay. Now I think she's... Ueno's kind of turned Pauline's tactic on its head. She finishes really short and kind of gives Pauline the situation she thought she was looking for, and then looks for defense after that as Pauline tries to crush. So. Okay, we're infighting. Oh, excuse me. I'm not yawning because it's about to pour. I'm yawning because it's really late right now. Okay, another holding the blade parry post. Pauline stays like in 4 with the blade locked up for like a tempo. It's possible that Ueno might go for like a reprise in that situation. I don't know if she has room to though. That's the thing. That time is just a parry post. But that broken time idea by Ueno before I think was probably the best way of dealing with that blade action. But it's no dice. Pauline just takes the blade and hits again. So that's going to end this bout. Pauline pretty much like had that bout stabilized the entire time. I don't think she was ever really in that much danger at any point. In the meantime, though, like that said, this is top 8 at a world championship or round of 8 at a world championship. So don't let that take away from your impression of Ueno. She's like literally 17 and already cutting out a good position for herself in the top 16 of senior worlds. So yeah, I might cover some more of Ueno's bouts in the future. I'm very excited to see what the future holds for her. And I think that's going to be it for me tonight. I am getting pretty tired and my voice is starting to crack up on me. So with that, I'll bid you all good night, and as always, until next time, stay sharp.